Yep, Charlamagne the God. We are the Brilliant Idiots Podcast, back for another week of brilliant idiotness. Hezekiah Walker is still away filming a movie, but we got all of the usual suspects here, all of the usual idiots. Taylor Gang is here. Alexx is here, Alexx Media. Chris Moreau is here as well, the only brilliant one in the building. Do we have any prees?
No prees.
No prees. Okay, no prees. We are taping today at a studio that I didn't even know existed. This is another WTF Media studio. Weezy and Alexx getting too much money, man. It don't make no sense.
We're not getting money.
Nah.
We pay very well.
Nah. I didn't even know that this studio existed, okay? And I've been in this building before, but I taped in another studio over there one time with Earn Your Leisure, right?
Yeah.
Upstairs. So y'all got two on this floor?
Well, this one, that one, and then upstairs.
Oh, yeah, they getting too much money. Yeah. They getting too. Does the IRS know about this?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Shout out to WTF Media, and we're recording because somebody stole all the cameras out of Brilliant Idiot Studio.
Yes.
Damn, how'd they get in?
Nah, it was shifty.
Huh?
It was shifty. We know the person.
I know he's shifty, whoever the fuck did it. Whoever the fuck did it is a shifty individual.
Nah.
Taylor, they can't hear you. What'd you say?
Got a mic?
What'd you say, Taylor? Okay, never mind, Taylor. Taylor stood up just to say it's easier to rob his place if he wanted to. That's our place too, Taylor.
Yeah.
No, we don't need nobody robbing the place. How's everybody, man? How was your week this week? Anything good happen?
Got back from Barcelona.
Taylor,
do you
hi.
want to get? Should Taylor still?
What, Taylor? What, Taylor? Let Taylor. Come here, Taylor. Come here, Taylor. She high as fuck.
I'm not high as
I hope not. She just drove me up.
Oh my God.
You let that high girl drive you?
It was a little.
That high muscular girl that's taking peptides clearly.
There was a lot of brake action going on.
She took peptides just to get back, just to bounce back,
You're
yo.
a hater. And
just to get the bounce back.
Don't do that. This is all natural.
You just had a baby 2 days ago.
Thanks. I appreciate that. So I was gonna say it's my man's birthday, so shout out to him.
P. That's right. Taylor need another cancer to change her life. Cancers don't do nothing but help you and upgrade your life.
My mom's a cancer too.
See, and your mom's a cancer. Shout out to Miss Nguyen. What? No, I love your mom. Shout out to Capital P, man. Happy born day to Capital P. Where do we start? Let's start with some all memes matter. Let's start with Obama lives rent-free. Oh, no, that's not the headline. The headline should be, Obama lives rent-free in Trump's head. Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama, was on the All the Smoke podcast with my guys, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. And I haven't gotten a chance to listen to the whole conversation. I can't wait to sit and listen to the whole conversation. But they talked to him about living rent-free in Donald Trump's head. And I have some thoughts about this. Oh, shit. Why you just ain't do it off YouTube? I mean, it should pop up. You don't have the links, though?
No, I had the link, but this is a new computer, so I have to.
Oh, yeah, be careful, too. They probably saving your information in here. No, for real.
We will log out of you.
I don't trust none of that. They'll be all in your DMs making sure you faithful to P. Capital P. Okay? There you go.
The leader of this current administration is still very fascinated with you and your family, constantly bringing you guys up. And you've been out of office nearly 10 years now. How do you continue to keep your cool and take the high road, so to speak? Because we asked Michelle, and Michelle said we don't have to take the high road no more. We just have to be strategic in our approach.
That's what she said.
But she said we don't have to take the high road. But you constantly seem to meet the negativity and the racism with class, and it makes you stand out so high. Cool. But you don't just want to cuss his ass out, or sometimes.
I mean, the thing about it is, look, you got to ask him what it is that
the obsession.
The obsession.
I know what it is.
I obviously, have a room in his head.
Rent free. You do everything with grace.
A suite in his head. But first of all, when I was president, the last thing I had time to do was worry about what
Somebody said,
or what my predecessor did.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone. I've got work to do.
You locked in.
It's hard to describe if you're doing the job right.
Mm-hmm.
Every day you've got 5, 10 things that are real hard. And you have to be constantly focused. The idea that I'd be worrying about
Came before.
somebody who came before and me trying to measure, like, what's he done today? Look, constantly worrying about that is a strange thing to me. It shows me somebody who's not focused on the American people and the job they're supposed to do.
The leader of this.
Oh, that's not it, though. I want the whole part. I want the part where he's talking about how he don't never have that same energy in his face. Yeah, I want that part. Let's find that part.
Oh, he said something like he wouldn't try me or something.
But I need to hear it. I need to hear it. I need the listening audience to hear it, man. I need them to hear it. By the way, I'm getting the fuck out of here after the day. I just want y'all to know that, okay? After the day.
This is our problem.
After the day, okay, I am gone for the next 10 days. Ain't no Breakfast Club, ain't no Brilliant Idiots, all right? It might be some limited social media. I am on vacation.
I believe in face-to-face. Mm-hmm. I believe in conversation. Mm-hmm. So if whoever you were talking about was in front of me, which has happened a couple times, he don't talk like that because he knows better. I think there is that filter of the phone creates a situation both where people just say any kind of crazy stuff that they would never say
with no consequences
to your face with no consequences. Yeah. I believe in face-to-face.
All right. Listen, I got nothing but respect for President Barack Obama, nothing but respect for Michelle Obama. I don't even know what he means by this.
He's saying Trump got Twitter fingers.
But when he says that he would never say this to my face, what would the consequences be if Donald Trump does?
I mean, he's kind of calling him pussy. He's saying you don't keep the same energy.
But he's doing the same thing that he's accusing Donald Trump of.
But he never talks about Trump.
I agree.
President Obama don't keep the same energy with Trump. Here's my point. We watched them play footsie at President Carter's funeral. That's what politicians do. They talk shit about each other, right? But then when they see each other face to face, you don't ever see none of that. The only time you ever remotely see politicians go at it with each other is when they're on a debate stage. Other than that, when they're in the settings like this, it's kumbaya. Like they was literally laughing and giggling and having a good kiki at President Carter's funeral. This is after Donald Trump done said wild shit about President Obama over the years. Wild shit that had his life threatened, had his family's life threatened. You didn't keep that same energy. You know who kept that same energy? The First Lady, Michelle, because she was like, fuck it, I ain't going. I'm not going to a former president's funeral because I don't fuck with him. Now, we don't know if that's really the case, but that's what it seems like, okay? They didn't even invite Donald Trump to the opening of the Obama Center because Michelle probably said, I'm not coming if he's going to be there, drawing a definitive line in the sand. So it's just like, I don't even know what Obama, maybe because he in front of Matt and Steve, and he know that they enforcers, so he trying to talk tough and it's on all the smoke. I didn't understand what was that. What was that?
I didn't like that energy. I got to be honest.
What was it?
I'm also.
The Obama can't do nothing wrong, guys.
I'm reading Regime Change right now. I was talking about that.
What's that?
Maggie Haberman. I'm looking it up. The other author, Jonathan Swan. So this is about Trump's first year in office, and I'm only maybe a quarter of the way in, but it's very much in my mind. So admittedly, I'm influenced by what I'm reading right now. Mm-hmm. But it's about Trump's first year in office for this current term.
Okay.
And they got incredible access by everybody's admission. And one of the things they talk about right at the top is one of Trump's go-to moves is crazy Twitter fingers, talks wild on social media, but in your face, a completely different energy. So they said when he met with Biden, he had obviously spent the entire lead up to the election trashing Biden. Mm-hmm. He was incredibly solicitous to Biden in person, told him, I feel so bad about what's happened with Hunter. We're not going to touch him. Obviously he is why things could have happened to Hunter. But that's his go-to move, is to be incredibly aggressive on social media and in the media, but then switch it up on person. And it caught Biden off guard. Biden didn't know what to do.
So that's why Biden is standing outside the White House telling him, welcome home. This guy that y'all been telling us he's a threat to democracy, telling us he's a fascist. Fascist is at the doorstep of America. Right. You're like, welcome home. But
and again, this is coming through the reports, so take it with a grain of salt. But they say, in Biden's case, the idea of tradition, the idea of a peaceful transfer of power, like the symbolism of it all was incredibly important to him. So like he didn't want to shake it up, but then he was stunned when Trump, even after that in-person meeting, he was incredibly nice, then switched it up on him again. So I kind of get what Obama's, I don't really. I'm just like, you know what this guy is. Don't play footsie with him.
Yes.
Don't keep up appearances. Don't act now like you're going to do something, you know, like.
It doesn't make any sense. To
Yeah.
me, as just a person on the outside looking in, I'm like, man, all of y'all politicians be full of it. Because
They are, though.
But well, we know that, so don't act like it's something. Don't act tough here, because I can look at Barack Obama and say, guess what, Mr. President? You do the same thing in his presence, too. Yeah,
The only difference is that he doesn't talk shit about.
Yes, he does.
No,
he don't talk reckless like Trump. He talks
He's very measured.
Elevated, measured
Yeah.
level of letting you know this dude ain't it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But once again, there's a difference between having a difference of opinion with a political opponent and telling us that a person is a threat to democracy, which, by the way, we don't even need nobody to tell us anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We see what it is now. We see he don't give a damn about, any of the institutions that America has upheld. He don't give a damn about the Constitution. We know that. So at this point, why play nice with him?
I feel like they have an understanding where it's like, all right, during campaign time,
like that.
Everything is like, we understand that's there and we'll leave it in the past.
You know another reason I don't like it? Because think about what it does to us as a society. It riles us up.
Oh, yeah.
It makes everybody choose sides. And like there's actual violence that happens between people on the left, people on the right because of what they're doing here, but then they're sitting around having a beer together, kikiing at a funeral.
Yeah.
So it's even with that, don't talk like that now. I don't like when none of them talk like that. Any of them. I don't like when Donald Trump gets online and act like I want Barack Obama locked up. This dude be calling for the arrest of President Obama. That's the other thing I was thinking about too. When you talk about if Trump says something to you and you say something to Trump, there's going to be consequences. What are the consequences? Donald Trump could really have you locked up if he wanted to.
Oh,
And also, like, Trump's an incredible athlete. He's like, no, he is. He's been talking about that. He's in great shape. I don't know if physically Obama could handle him. Let's be real.
I need y'all to know when Chris is being sarcastic, okay? Because you don't need none of the right-wing outlets
Taylor,
taking
type
that.
in Donald Trump.
Stop.
Athlete.
Stop.
He's like,
You're going to see how many times he said what an incredible athlete he is.
6'4",
What great-
215,
No,
right? Something
he's
like
like
that.
6'4", 185 tops, man. Come on.
Another point about that too, right? Another thing I feel like y'all are talking about is grace.
Right.
I feel like Democrats be having way more grace for Republicans who have talked greasy than they do for people in their own party. What do I mean by that? Look how quick they are to embrace the Marjorie Taylor Greens, the Tucker Carlsons, the Megyn Kellys of the world. I've been on Megan's show, but like these people have talked crazy about the Democratic Party. But, Democrats can say, but they're on the right side now, and we can find common ground with them because they're speaking out against Trump. But when it comes to people in their own party, like Zohran Mamdani, like people Zohran Mamdani is endorsed, they can't find no common ground with actual Democrats.
Yeah.
You don't think that's crazy to me? Just because they're progressive? Just because they call them far left? You know what I mean? What is it, the Democratic Socialists or whatever they call it? You can't find no common ground with people in your own party, but you can find common ground with people who have literally kicked the back end of Democrats.
South Carolina legend Jamie Harrison said they shouldn't even call themselves Democrats.
It's the craziest thing. Jamie Harrison, James Carville. James Carville said...
Is he on that?
What?
Oh, wow.
Let's find that James Carville clip. James Carville said they're not even Democrats, which sounds crazy to me because now it sounds like y'all in a cult. My thing is, if Democrats are the big tent party, why not embrace everybody under the tent?
Why is it? Because that's the thing I don't understand.
Well,
I would think, why don't you get behind this popular movement that's going on, that got young people, that got everybody energized?
Well, I think I was having this conversation with some political people earlier because remember last week I was saying that I feel like the Mamdani thing is more New York rooted.
which is fair.
And I still believe that. But I feel like the things that they're talking about can work nationally. Because all you're talking about is affordability. All you're talking about is putting more money in people's pockets.
Yeah.
Like that will work anywhere. But my thing is
Well,
like,
you're talking about one other thing too.
what other thing?
Israel.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100%. But to me, that's just
That's become the light. All the gravity is around Israel, right? Like there's a big New York Times, the episode of The Daily that came out today, I guess today's Thursday, is about what happened in the New York City elections that took place this week. And, whether the essentially establishment Democrats, who by national standards are very progressive, but all the establishment Democrats who lost this week, the single issue that defined the races was Israel.
all over the country.
No, in New York. In New York.
Yeah, I feel like that happens. That helps you in New York, but not all over the country. Because like in South Carolina, ain't nobody thinking about that.
Thing?
I don't think that's an issue like that. I could be completely wrong, but them older people in South Carolina, they not thinking about that. They thinking about affordability.
I think with young people on both
probably.
sides
Yeah.
throughout the country, that's an issue.
But I can see that. What I would say with the Democratic Party is just don't do the infighting publicly. Like, why do you have to fight these people? Because now you just look like you're not cool. Because to me, these people are just progressives who are talking about affordability, who are talking about bringing down the cost of living for people, and it's working. So why not just get on television and say, hey, what happened in New York is probably a sign of things to come all around the country. People aren't happy with the current administration. They're not happy with the direction of this country. People want to change. Why are you getting on television and attacking other Democrats?
They're scared.
Of what?
Of what?
Well, I mean, this is how I see it. I think DSA, right? If you look at what the official policies of DSA are, Trump called them communist. They're not really that far off, right? Like they want to make a economic level playing field where everyone kind of has the same stake in it. That's never going to happen in New York, right? Like, but you need that energy on the far left to push the rest of the party in a more progressive direction, which to me is great. New York's never going to be a totally socialist city where everybody gets the same wages.
America's never going to be
America's never going to be that. But do we need elements of that? 1,000%. And if these guys go so hard on the far left, it'll force, I hope, the entire Democratic Party to kind of move a little bit away from the center and more in a socialist direction. But why are the James Carvilles, the Harrison, like, why are these guys freaked out? I think they see it as like existential threat to their power. And I think that's very short-term thinking. Like Trump's embracing this shit. He knows.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He knows that Zoran's got the fucking, as the kids would say, aura right now. Like,
man, not only is Trump embracing Zoran, Trump is embracing speaking out against Israel. He's embracing speaking out against Netanyahu, him and JD Vance. I'm like, how did Democrats let Trump beat them to that messaging?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I don't know.
So, do you think it's a donor thing?
Yes. You got a whole generation of people who are tired of folks taking corporate PAC money.
No, I'm talking about for the establishment Democrats. Why they are publicly calling out the socialists.
Oh, yes, you know why? Chris just said it. Because those guys, the Mandanis of the world and the people that he's endorsed, publicly speak out against AIPAC in the Israeli government. Okay. Absolutely. So yeah, they got to.
Which is why Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries are in a tight spot right now because they've made their bed. It's not a comfortable bed at the moment.
So my thing is, if they're already elected, the establishment Democrats,
right?
Can they just stop taking
pivot?
Yeah,
that's what politicians do.
Yeah, but why aren't they
read the room?
Why aren't they pivoting?
Now we're getting into
why do they all have to pivot? If it's a big tent,
right?
Why can't they have these fragment subsidiary groups under this whole party? My whole thing is why are y'all going at each other? Just not if you don't go at each other publicly. They don't have to do what they're doing. They don't have to attack the progressives. They don't have to attack the so-called far left.
If you bring them part of your tent, then they can use somebody like a Zoran and be like, oh, look, he's Democrat. You support socialists, communists, all that stuff. And now they could use a Zoran in other places throughout the country.
Words like socialist, I've been said that. Just say it's affordability. By the way, so the word socialist don't mean to this generation what it means to all of them old people. Like, they're not thinking about that like that. Socialism to them just means affordability.
Which is why Trump, smartly, to his credit, isn't using socialism. He's using communism. He's trying to
communism is crazy.
Take it there.
Communism is crazy. They just got to switch it. At some point, somebody got to be DSA Dick Suckers Anonymous, bro. Like whoever comes out and says they're Dick Suckers Anonymous.
I mean, I think the Republicans do that every time.
That's my point.
Convention.
That should be their TSA. Lindsey Graham can lead the charge. Okay, that could be their version of DSA.
Oh, it's not anonymous in his case at this point.
I mean, come on, Chris, don't do that.
Allegedly.
What else we got, Taylor Gang? What else, man? We just getting here. I'm telling you, I'm going on vacation after fucking today. All right? All right, let's pay some bills, man. Salute to Blue Chew. Blue Chew. The future of erectile function is here. Oh, I know how you like how that sounds, don't you? Blue Chew Gold is changing the way millions of men are having sex in 2026. The new arousal-boosting formula combines passion and performance into one tablet that dissolves under your tongue for super fast onset. No more waiting for a pill to kick in. No more moments ruined by performance anxiety. Just the results you want when you want them. Most ED meds only focus on blood flow, but Blue Chew Gold goes further by combining 2 ingredients for blood flow with 2 for mental arousal and connection. So you're not just physically ready, you are actually in the mood. This type of innovation is why Blue Chew Gold is the #1 brand in erectile function. The process is simple and all online. Get started today at bluechew.com and go for gold. Okay, ladies, if you're listening, send your man the link and make him a trophy husband with Blue Chew Gold. Turbocharge your love life and make it easy to get hard. This week was actually Taylor's fiance's born day, P. And from what I was told, he got him a nice little gift bag of Blue Chew. I don't know if that's true or not. Not that he needs it, but, you know, everybody just might have wanted to spice things up a little bit. That's not true, Taylor? I saw you with the package.
My man is good.
Well, discover your options at BlueChew.com, and we've got a special deal for our listeners right now. When you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd for free with promo code IDIOTS. That's promo code IDIOTS. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information, and we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. What else we got, Taylor Gang? Not Hove. Are we getting paid to talk about this?
According to the internet,
can I talk about this?
According to the internet,
can I talk about anything Jay-Z without?
I have not gotten my checks yet.
I would love to get a check. Can I get a check? Shoot, y'all get paid to talk about things. Why can't I get paid to talk about things?
A Roc Nation mouthpiece.
Roc Nation mouthpiece, baby. As if Roc Nation needs a mouthpiece. What is this?
Beautiful that the real reason Jay grew out his hair was to show Blue that her hair was like his hair. Let me rewind and tell you some backstory. Our daughter was about 5, and she wasn't feeling very confident about her hair at that time. When she told her father that, it inspired Jay to grow out his hair. We really wanted her to love and embrace every inch of her gorgeous curls. It also inspired Blue to be the voice of the award-winning book, Hair Love
by Matthew A. Cherry,
as well as songs like Formation, Baby Hair and Afros, and Brown Skin Girl. And who would have thunk? All of this healthy hair could grow beyond that low-cut Caesar with the deep waves.
What you doing, Blue?
I'm tangling his hair.
Thank you, baby.
This is history in the making.
Chris got a take on this? You can't have a take on no black person.
Black hair is crazy.
I have a take as a middle-aged man. How's that?
You got a take as a middle-aged man, middle-aged Jewish Asian man.
As a Jewish Asian middle-aged man, this guy is God's, whatever God it is, most highly favored. Now I'm 55 years old, okay? Yeah. I believe he's almost exactly
56, I think.
56.
Yeah.
His hairline is immaculate.
Oh, you hating?
No.
Oh, that's what this is.
No, I'm not hating. I'm considered to have a good hairline for my age. All right? I'm nowhere near in the same world as this guy. I don't think that's hate. That's appreciation.
I don't know what to tell you. I know a lot of older people were great. Like Damian Lemon has a fantastic hairline.
Yeah, but he's in his 40s.
I mean, not Damian about my age. Almost
55, 56 for a hairline is deep.
I mean,
you're not going to find a lot of guys out there.
Google what causes hair loss in hairlines, Taylor. I guarantee a lot of it is stress. A lot of it is probably genetic.
Nah, he does have a great hair.
Like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. But he's always had that. Maybe he did the transplant when it started getting a little light.
I don't think so.
I'm going to tell you something else.
Has his hairline always been?
Yeah, it's always been.
He's used the same barber forever.
Okay.
All right, I know his barber. right? He's used the same barber forever. That plays a major part in it. What causes
it's
hair loss?
generally on your mother's side, was my understanding. Your mother's father is the indicator of what your hairline is going to look like.
Hair loss in men is primarily caused by genetics and a sensitivity to a male hormone called DHT, which gradually shrinks hair follicles. Other major culprits include stress, not too much of that, nutritional deficiencies, autoimmune disorders, and overly tight hairstyles. He's never had that. Like, I don't get it.
All right, type in what percentage of 56, what percentage of mid-50s men.
Chris, you hate it.
It's not hate.
You wish you had his hairline.
Acknowledgement. I'm acknowledging.
What percentage of
50-something men still have a full hairline?
That's crazy. That should say what percentage of 50-year-olds can still do a pull-up?
But men.
What percentage? Thinking only 15.
Okay.
No. That shit says 15 to 50. Only 15% of men aged 50 to 59 maintain a completely full, unreceded hairline. All right,
so 15% is not crazy. All right, I'll shut up.
He's in the 15%.
I thought I was going to be closer to 1 or 2.
And by the way, you only know if you can still grow your hairline out when you do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, meaning if I tried to, like if I tried to grow mine out right now.
Now type in what percent of 50-something-year-old men have a full hairline and no grays.
Yo, you hate it.
Type that in.
DJ have grays.
Nah, I didn't see grays in it.
But even if he did, you can dye him. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, he's using the fat Joe dye.
I'm out here as God planned it, man.
You're not a rapper. You have no appearances to keep up, Chris. Like, if you had appearances to keep up, you might do it a little differently.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't see the problem. Like, what are we talking about here? Like,
I didn't know you could take out dreads that's been growing for that long.
Oh, come on. You knew that.
No. I thought, like, when it's that thick, or what's it called? The wicks?
It's a long
I know
process.
the wicks you could do that.
No. It's a very, very, very long process. I mean, I've seen that happen before.
No, they put something in it.
That's the secrete.
For what it's worth, I have heard that people really like that product. I don't want to hate on the product specifically.
Why people want me to be getting paid from Roc Nation, man? Huh? Why is that?
Can we get paid for Roc Nation?
Yeah.
Tell them send some checks this way.
Why would I be getting paid from Roc Nation? I saw a post. I'm like, why am I getting paid for Roc? Why do I get paid from Roc Nation? Let me see. It says, academics claims that his idol Charlamagne speaks for and defends Roc Nation. You know what was so funny about that post? He was speaking for and defending Drake when he's telling me that I'm speaking for and defending Roc Nation. All I did was give y'all some game last week as to why I thought the outrage for the Target shit was some bullshit. Mm-hmm. That's it. Like, it's a difference between spewing facts of the matter and having an opinion. Like, the reason myself or Wayno or B-Dot sound the same, because a fact is a fact. Mm-hmm. Like, there are other people in Target who have that same exact exclusive vinyl situation. Yeah. Why they didn't get no smoke?
And
why can nobody, but nobody, I just want somebody to answer the question. Like, instead of, jumping out there and being like, oh my God, they all got the same talking points. Could somebody answer the question? Like, no, why didn't J. Cole get smoked when he had the exclusive vinyl, whatever for the fall off? Like, why didn't Kendrick get smoked when he had the exclusive vinyl for GNX? Like, why? Why not?
I don't know.
I don't understand it, man.
But the thing that's crazy is, like, you're on a podcast, we talk about what's in the news, and if that's a subject in the news, then we're going to talk about it. Like, I don't think Roc Nation paid you to cover something that's on the news while you're on a podcast talking.
No, they didn't.
But if they did, hey, me and Chris
here,
need to get a little something out.
While we're here.
I'm looking up Target's exclusive vinyl right now to see who else.
I told you, Kendrick.
I don't see. Oh, Kendrick GNX, yeah.
J. Cole to fall off.
Lin-Manuel Miranda's in there.
Nobody give a fuck. When was this?
Right now. You can go there right now. I thought Taylor Swift would be a little bit more of an ally. She's in there.
Nah.
Prince and the Revolution.
Listen.
He don't got to say now.
While we're here, Can I be?
But why we snitching on the other people?
It's not snitching. That's
It's
the whole
snitching.
point. This is
If
just
Jay's getting
business
heat
as
for it,
usual
why
for
you got to
everybody.
snitch on everybody else?
Page 1 of 50. So 50 pages worth of artists currently have exclusive. Miles Davis, J. Cole,
But are we even still boycotting Target?
Fleetwood Mac.
Is there still a boycott on Target? Because
I have no idea.
I don't know.
But what I would like to do is I want to shout out The View because I was on The View earlier this week. And I took Lauren LaRosa with me because I feel like Lauren LaRosa has a future in daytime television. Like whatever daytime TV is going to look like.
I was going to say, does daytime TV have a future, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially if you got a show like The View.
Right.
And the reason I say because if you got a show like The View, because The View is live.
Right.
And when you scale it down, it might cost a lot to produce now, but that's a show that you can scale down, put those ladies right here on a panel, and let them go at it. But I brought Lauren LaRosa with me because I feel like whatever daytime TV is going to look like in the future, Lauren LaRosa is going to be a big part of it. So I did The View this week.
How important is the audience element to you? Like, is that the same show in a studio without an audience? Because when you talk about the production expense around these sort of shows, I would think that's a big part of it, right? Filming it not only live but in front of an audience.
I don't care either way. I think sometimes you can get caught up in the performativeness of
to get a reaction,
commentary,
right?
Knowing that you have an audience. Like I can be on a show like that, say something, and everybody be like, and it don't bother me because of radio and podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't say things to get a reaction. I say things because that's what it is that we do. But I did The View this week. Also, man, the Wall Street Journal did a great article on me called "How Charlamagne the God Mastered the Modern Media Era."
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So I'm just saying all that to say, when you see me talk to the worldwide nigga net, just know I am so versatile, baby. I can go from The View to the Wall Street Journal, the Chicks Move in a heartbeat. Okay, I was watching Chicks Move this week and I saw some good shit that Chicks Move put me on to some shit, man. I'm gonna get back to that Academics TV post in a second. That's why I want to talk about this because Chicks Move talked about how George Nguyen, how do you pronounce it, Chris?
I believe it's Nguyen.
George Nguyen, aka Grand Wizard. Well, first of all, it was two posts, right? It was two posts that Chig talked about. Where's the first one at? Oh yeah, this first one. It's a picture of George. Make sure to post this on the video. It's a picture of George. It says, George, a.k.a. Grand Wizard Chat Nigga, the man behind Academics TV, is photographed in Australia dodging process servers. Multiple lawsuits loom, along with possible criminal charges tied to a multinational crackdown on crypto-fueled gambling and money laundering. Then there was another post, and the post said, George Nguyen, a.k.a. Grand Wizard Chat Nigga, the man behind Academics TV, is photographed in Australia being served one of multiple lawsuits he's facing, along with possible criminal charges tied to a multinational crackdown on crypto-fueled gambling and money laundering. Now, I saw Chicks Move talk about those two posts, and then I saw two articles that came out this week. One was from, who is this website? It's a guy named Dalton Jackson, senior systems and culture writer at Inverse Wire.
Okay.
And the headline is, pay no attention to the grand wizard behind the curtain. And there's a picture of Drake and Adin Ross, and it says 5 lawsuits say the bets were rigged, the screams were bought, and even the chat losing its mind was a hire inside the machine that manufactures Drake. Now,
Drake?
Drake? Drake? According to this article on Inverse, it says, according to a stack of class action lawsuits filed across 5 states this spring, almost none of what you just watched was real. And it's talking about these bets that happen on what website?
I think
is it?
Stake Cash was one of the ones, Polymarket. If it's the same article I read, basically what it was insinuating or claiming, maybe not even insinuating, is they have celebrities, influencers.
Oh, it is Stake, yes.
Yeah, go live, right? And you watch them making bets in real time.
Yeah.
And then it looks like obviously they're hitting, and they're like, I think the term.
You want me to read the article? I can read that part.
Oh, read it. Yeah.
It says, picture the scene, because you've already seen it 100 times. Drake, gold dripping, leaning into Adin Ross's webcam, a 6-figure number on a slot screen. The real spin, they land. The number doubles, then doubles again, and the chat detonates into a wall of fire emojis, and he's different. A millionaire wins $1 million more, live, while a few 100,000 kids watch and quietly do the math. If that's easy for him, maybe it's that easy for me. Now here's the part that should make your stomach drop. According to a stack of class action lawsuits filed across 5 states this spring, almost none of what you just watched was real. Not the bet, not the win, not even the chat losing its mind. The whole thing, the single most successful gambling marketing engine of the decade, may have been an elaborate piece of theater put on by a betting company whose signature trick is that it doesn't actually bet. It says the screen you're sold on is stake.us, and stake.us is not a casino in the way you think. It's a sweepstakes platform, a legal costume that lets a gambling company operate in states where real money online gambling is flatly illegal. The mechanism is a shell game of 2 fake currencies. There are gold coins which you can buy in bundles but which are worth nothing and can never be cashed out just for fun. And there's state cash, which you're technically only ever given for free, a single state cash on a daily login bonus, and which can be redeemed for real money at $1 a piece. The legal magic word is no purchase necessary. You don't buy the gambling, you buy the worthless coins, and the valuable coins come free, in air quotes on the side, wink.
So this is my question with this whole situation is, okay, let's say you want to bet with a casino on an NBA game, right? Mm-hmm. In theory, Vegas has set a line for that game and all these other sporting events based on what a panel of experts or observers have, we think the Knicks are, going to win by 3. And there's not a lot of variability, right? Like maybe, I don't really bet, but like between different casino sites, maybe a little fluctuation, but it's pretty solid based on what everyone's opinion is. So the example they're using in this article is what was Drake's album called? Iceman?
Iceman.
When's Iceman going to come out, right?
I'm listening.
What happened?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. So my thing is like, who's determining what the actual odds are, right? There's not a panel of, if you're betting an NBA game, you're like, well, historically this team has performed this well in this setting, and this person's injured, and this person's playing, and when they're on the road, there's no, I don't know what the term is, there's no sort of information to quantify a bet like that against.
Yes. And I want you to hold that thought, Chris.
Right.
They have a part in this article that says how the trap is baited for kids specifically. It says this is the part worth being angry about because it isn't subtle. The audience for these screams skew young and male. Adin Ross's core demographic is teenagers and early 20-somethings, and the machinery is tuned to that audience's exact psychology. It runs on parasocial trust. A kid doesn't believe a banner ad, but he believes Drake, and he believes the screamer he's watched for 1,000 hours, and runs on live stream immediacy. It's happening right now on camera. You can't fake that, which is precisely the instinct the staging exploits. It runs on giveaways, the screamer flinging free state cash into the chat to get a first taste in the door, and it runs through that sweepstake loophole that lets the whole thing skate past the age gates and state bans a real sports book would slam into. Twitch banned gambling content from unlicensed sites back in 2022 and said the quiet part out loud in its reasoning. The influence on younger viewers. Stake has since been formally accused of targeting young users through exactly these influences. So the funnel is allegedly a rigged win performed by a trusted face, paid for by the house, broadcast on a channel the house owns, aimed at the demographic least equipped to spot the difference between a man gambling and a man acting like he's gambling. The kid copies the only part he's allowed to see with the only money in the equation that's actually real, his. Now, can I bring you back around to George? Because they mentioned George in this article. And now it's all starting to make sense. See, this is what I don't understand about you, George. You, George, when I gave academics some information that you had got cornered by investigators and you were, telling investigators you get your marching orders from Ack and Drake, I ain't know nothing about none of this shit. My intel was completely off. They told me that it was him taking money from politicians or some shit like that. When you sent that message to whoever you sent that message to, and you said, could you please not post my picture, because Charlamagne's mentioning crypto and I don't want to get my house raided. I wondered why crypto had you so goddamn spooked. And now it makes all the sense in the world. It says right here, and the winnings paid for the applause. Here's where the loop closes on itself and gets genuinely strange. The lawsuits allege those rigged casino winnings weren't only for show, they were a laundering rail. Money allegedly moved through Stake's encrypted tipping feature, described in the complaints as a wholly encrypted and substantially unregulated tool, perfect for pushing untraceable crypto to people you'd rather not be caught paying. And who got paid? Bot operators. The suits claim the proceeds financed streaming farms that pumped out millions of fake plays of Drake's catalog, bending Spotify's algorithm, faking a culture-wide consensus, manufacturing the very stardom that made the casino deal valuable in the first place. A rigged casino generates fake wins. The fake wins fund fake streams. The fake streams manufacture real fame. The real fame sells the casino. A perfect circle that never once touches reality, which brings us finally to the man behind the curtain who you genuinely cannot make this up. Goes by Grand Wizard. George Nguyen, an Australian named as a defendant, allegedly runs the Academics TV account and operates in chat under that handle. The filings cast him as the operational hinge, the guy who converts the state crypto to cash, okay? Liaisons with the bot vendors and coordinates narratives, the paid clips, the manufactured praise, the slander of rival artists, the synthetic chat hype that makes a stage moment feel organic, and per the leaked chat, logs the complaints lean on. The wizard wasn't freelancing. He was allegedly taking his marching orders straight from Drake and DJ Academics. The hype man for the hype was himself a hire? George Nguyen, named in the lawsuits as the operator, strip away the crypto rails and the bot farms, and what you're left with is almost petty. Two grown famous men allegedly running a burner, offense to the Academics TV account, and the Grand Wizard handle function per the filing and the leaked logs as a deniable sock puppet, a back room where the biggest artists alive and one of rap media's loudest voices could manufacture their own applause, seed their own talking points, and quietly knife rival artists without ever putting their names on the knife. Sit with that image for a second. Drake allegedly paying a guy in Australia to run his hate account. That isn't a power move. It's a confession about how thin the real thing must feel from the inside, that the most successful artist of his generation would rather rent a crowd than risk finding out he doesn't have one. Now, Drake definitely has a crowd now. Let's not get crazy.
Yeah, I don't
he definitely has
He wouldn't have to resort to that. I don't know if he did or he didn't, but...
He definitely has an audience.
Is this just what everything's going to look like in the future? That all the information we get is going to be basically an artificial loop?
Maybe.
You know?
That article is Inverse Wire by Dalton Jackson, senior systems and culture writer. Don't get mad at Charlamagne, okay? That article is out there and it actually exists. But that's not it, guys. That is not fucking it, okay?
Come on.
No, that is not it. There was an article that came out this week also in the Wall Street
Journal. Not get on Charla's bad side. It's like,
nobody's on my bad side.
I'm just saying.
I promise you nobody's on my bad side.
Right.
I'm just proving a point. And the point is, I told y'all motherfuckers a couple weeks ago, I told Ak a couple weeks ago, this shit was coming down the pipe. I didn't know it was all of this shit though.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about none of this shit.
Some of this worries me because a lot of these streamers, they gamble at the same time while they're on stream.
Well,
so like I'm wondering, like they're always like, they'll roll the roulette or they're playing 21 or something like that while they're streaming the whole time. So it's like, I'm wondering, are these real sites that they're
I have no idea.
Gambling on? But can you get in trouble for that?
This is some white collar crime.
What's the crime?
Just the money laundering and all of that.
No. I'm talking about like if you are pretending that you're gambling, but on just like a dummy site.
I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm not the legal scholar here. I'm just reading the articles, man. The Wall Street Journal has first of all, this article is by Catherine Long, Caitlin Ostroff, Neil Mehta, and Brenna T. Smith, right? This is in the Wall Street Journal. And this is why y'all don't be knowing nothing and y'all be thinking people be sounding crazy because y'all don't read. I literally saw a motherfucker say, if you put it in an article, Charlamagne will believe it. No, if you put it in an article, Charlamagne will read it and he'll take in information. The reason y'all don't know shit is because y'all don't read. Read a little bit. This article, the headline is, and this is on Wall Street Journal, they looked like they were getting rich on Polymarket, but none of it was real.
Oh, yeah.
The prediction market has flooded social media with deceptive videos by paid creators, according to a Wall Street Journal investigation.
Bro, what? This guy looks like he just won $6,000. Except he didn't. This is not a real bet. Neither is this one, or this one. The people who made those videos were paid by Polymarket to promote fake bets and fake wins to make it seem like anyone can make money on their website. We analyzed over 1,000 videos like these and found that the bets shown in all of them were faked.
Bro, there's no way this is real right now.
Take this video, for example. This guy looks like he's spending $200 betting that Trump is going to say the words April Fools during the first week of April. Now, this market is supposed to close in April, but the data in the chart goes all the way through May. And then they show a video of Trump saying, yeah! That video's actually from March of last year. Anyone who made this bet in real life lost money. Take a look at this one. If you zoom in on the URL, you'll notice that the site isn't Polymarket, but POIYmarket.com. Influencers who have worked with Polymarket told us that the company gave them a password to access the website so that they can create real-looking trades. They're supposed to film their videos and send them to Polymarket for review, and if a video isn't engaging enough, or if it's obviously faked, they have to refilm it. But the mock-ups still aren't perfect. Sometimes you'll see a generic polymarket.com source credit on the fake website that's not on the real one. Or it'll miss little things, like a green arrow that shows the change in a percentage for a market. On a real Polymarket browser, the tab is always the name of the market. But here, it's just Polymarket.
Oh, how does this even make sense?
All these fake wins are part of a campaign that's gotten over 140 million views. That's thanks in part to an army of content producers that Polymarket pays to repost the videos all over social media. After we started reaching out to these creators, many of them deleted all of their posts from their accounts or started disclosing that they work for Polymarket. When we reached out to Polymarket, a spokesperson told us that the company is committed to maintaining accurate and transparent markets and that they're conducting an audit of their promotional content. But these videos are still out there.
Wait, what?
Now, mind you, that stuff that I just, basically what I read in the inverse article is in the Wall Street Journal article, but this is what I found interesting. It says, they have a section where it says insider influencers, Polymarket and virality is the Clipper site, right?
Yeah.
Targeted dozens of videos by Adin Ross, a 25-year-old manosphere phenom with millions of followers for promotion. Ross has a multi-million-dollar deal with Polymarket, according to a person familiar with the negotiations, and he averages a half hour per week on his live stream, scrolling through Polymarket and commenting on potential trades. In at least 5 of the videos, Ross identified ways he could use inside information to trade on the platform. In one video targeted for promotion, Ross said he could easily use inside information to trade on the release date of a forthcoming album from the hip-hop artist Drake, who is Ross's acquaintance.
Right, that's what I read.
Representatives for Ross and Drake declined to comment. Smart men. Very smart men. People, George, you can learn a lot from Drake and Adin Ross. It is okay to shut the fuck up, all right? Internal materials show that Polymarket and Virality promote videos showing how easy it is to conduct insider trades on the platform. Polymarket has paid clippers to promote at least 19 videos discussing opportunities to use inside information or other tactics to manipulate markets. Polymarket said it prohibits trading based on stolen information. Illegal tips or information obtained in breach of a duty of trust, confidentiality, or other legal obligation. It added that Polymarket's market integrity framework includes trade monitoring, on-chain transparency, reporting channels, and escalation processes to detect, review, and respond to suspicious activity. Where appropriate, we engage with regulators and law enforcement to support the integrity of our markets. Why did I read all of that? I read all of that because...
You're petty.
No, it came to my attention on Shebang. Okay, you know Shebang, where everybody's hot, wiping themselves off. Okay, maybe they're sweating because the heat is on, right? I don't know. But in Shebang, Drake says, shorty keep asking to date. She trying to finesse Polymarket for bread. Now, I want you to think about everything I just read, Wall Street Journal and everything, and then connect the dots to that verse. And this is not an indictment of Drake in any way, shape, or form. I'm just wanting Drake and academics to know the people they surround themselves with are idiots. Because Academics TV heard me also say what I just said on Breakfast Club and play the edited version of what he said. This is what I said on Breakfast Club. I referenced the Wall Street Journal article. And the Wall Street Journal article, let me go back to the headline. It says, they looked like they were getting rich on Polymarket, but none of it was real, right? And then I talked about the poly market and virality thing where they targeted dozens of videos. And I said representatives for Ross and Drake declined to comment. And then I quoted the verse from Shebang. Shorty keep asking the date. She trying to finesse poly market for bread. Look how they edited this on Academics TV. Oh, let me read you the headline. Charlamagne accuses Drake of committing a white-collar crime. Do you not understand how much you're telling on people? You're telling on your own people, even if it's not the truth, even if the story is not real, and these are just all crazy, wild accusations and allegations, because that's all they are at the moment. Why would you bring attention to it by clipping it and putting that headline? Because if the feds are actually watching, or some type of law enforcement is actually watching, trust me when I tell you, they're actually watching. Why would you, who's connected to these people, Academics TV, George Nguyen, why would you post this headline? Charlamagne accuses Drake of committing a white-collar crime. And look at the caption. Bruh's new fear-mongering talking points dropped, and they want you to think Jay-Z did nothing wrong partnering with Target, but Drake is now committing federal crimes, shouting out poly market.
Who's Bruh's?
Me.
Oh, like bros?
Yes. Play it, Taylor. Play it, Taylor. Poly Market ran a deceptive marketing campaign that paid creators to bet on Drake's album release date. And in that song, he said, "Shorty keep asking the date. She trying to finesse Poly Market for bread." First white collar crime confessed. You know what you cut out? You cut out the fact that I was quoting an article from the Wall Street Journal. You did that on purpose because you don't want to direct nobody to that article in the Wall Street Journal, which is why it is okay, George, to shut the fuck up. Because if you don't post this on Academics TV, then I don't come on Brilliant Idiots podcast and read all of that shit and direct people where they should go get this information.
Well, don't shut all the way over.
Grand chill,
We're getting a lot of content.
Grand chill, man.
We're getting a lot of content out of this.
And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your last name. But
I don't have no issue with none of these people. I just keep wondering why the fuck my name keep coming up.
I don't know. I wonder the same thing. Why do they keep doing this?
Why do they keep bringing my name up?
Grand.
Jay-Z, Billboard says Jay-Z got the number 7 song of the year. And I don't even agree with that. But because it's not a song.
Yeah.
It's not a song. Like I said, if they were talking about just music moments, yes, that's one of the top music moments of the year. But I can't put that as the number 7 song of the year and the highest charting rap song. Not the charting, but Billboard said it's the biggest, I guess they're saying it's the biggest rap song of 2026 so far. It's not a song. Like, I can name a few other songs that I think should be ahead of Jay-Z Roots Picnic Freestyle, even though I enjoy Jay-Z Roots Picnic Freestyle. But Billboard says that, and somehow or another, it becomes, hold on, can I read the headline? Why y'all get mad when I want to have some fun? How come when I want to have a little fun and I want to talk and respond to things, I can't do it? Why is that?
There gotta be peace online, man.
It is peace online. Who said this? It's not. Who's not having peace online? I'm about to leave for 10 days and I'm not gonna give a fuck about what y'all talking about. Academic says, it hurt my heart watching my hip-hop media idol Charlamagne spit Roc Nation talking points. I'm speechless. I was proud of Joe Budden though. At least he not on script, even though he def love him some Hove. The rest of y'all shills, I don't care. Y'all voices ain't loud enough. Roc Nation finna pull a political alignment this year. They got all their puppets working hard. They calling any criticism smear campaigns. Do not be fooled. These people are evil. I'm telling you, this don't have nothing to do with smear campaigns. This has to do with crypto and these betting markets, and that's the actual issue that everybody should be worried about. Y'all focused on the wrong things. If y'all think that this is people coming at these pages because of criticism, and by the way, there's a thin line between criticism and defamation too. So you also got to always walk that line as well. So I don't know what all of these lawsuits y'all got are about, but I know 5 of them, according to the Wall Street Journal and InverseWire.com, got to do with crypto. So that's all I'm saying.
Pray for everybody, man.
I ain't praying for nobody, okay? I wake up in the morning to pray for my people. By the way, I really want y'all to understand this. I don't have no issue with none of these folks. I'm just simply saying, if y'all gonna put out narratives, at least put out the right narratives. Because to me, it looked like y'all must be trying to get folks jammed up. When I hear stories that y'all were talking to investigators and y'all were telling investigators that y'all were getting y'all marching orders from Ak and Drake, and then I start seeing the Wall Street Journal and Inverse Wire and you getting served and they're saying that you're part of some multinational crypto ring. It all starts to add up to me.
Well, I mean, if the Wall Street Journal is reporting on it, that means it's only the tip of the iceberg, right?
Oh, that's the other thing too. Could I say one more thing?
By all means.
Let me say one more thing.
The thing I don't understand is like, you were just trying to look out.
It's unbelievable. And all of a sudden, I'm the person behind this. Meanwhile, Wall Street Journal said they did an investigation. Axe said that not TDE. Axe said that that Kendrick's manager said they had PIs on him. Right? You were in a deposition with Roc Nation. What else did he say? Somebody else I'm missing. Oh, this is what I'm getting at. Oh, Wall Street. Yeah, I just said Wall Street Journal did an investigation. Oh, the Age media outlet in Australia said they did an investigation. But then I saw Meek. What did Meek say? Let me find Meek's tweet. Meek's so funny. Hold on. Where's Meek's tweet, man?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I saw that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hold on.
It was kind of like, who is this guy I keep hearing about? Or something
yes.
to that effect.
Where is it, man? Somebody, Taylor, you the producer. Don't nobody ever want me to have fun. I'm saying, why can't I ever have fun? Everybody like, oh no, Charlamagne, you shouldn't say. Why can't I have a little fun? Why can I not go from the View, the Wall Street Journal to the Worldwide Nigga Net?
It's fun, but it also speaks to a much bigger issue that we're all facing, which is insider trading and the manipulation of the stock market, and that's the shit that has me worried.
Why are you doing that shit?
I don't know. I play by the book. Let me be very clear.
You ran with an Asian or something? You ran with a Chinese Asian?
I play by no, but I'm panicking because I'm watching what I feel like is a lot of these stocks and a lot of these companies being artificially inflated in terms of their value.
Oh yeah.
Due to insider trading and manipulation of the stock market. And then you factor in all the crypto, which has been completely unregulated. Like, sure, this is culturally interesting to us, but it's like also a very small little piece of this larger thing that we're all kind of ensnared in right now.
But then is it even anything wrong with what they're doing?
And in their defense, if I'm one of these kids who's doing this on Polymarket or one of these sites and I see Trump and his Treasury Department doing a version of it, why would I think there's anything wrong with what I'm doing? This is the new reality.
Yeah, but you don't have the protections that Trump and his people have.
Well, and then that's what you find out when you get in a little too deep.
Meek said, who is Grand Wizard? I've been hearing about you for a minute. I've used Claude and Real Investigators to ask why my screams declined 89%. Not normal in 2024. It pointed me to Academics campaign. Screams are back normal, by the way. Academics, we need answers. Tap in. Remember I said we're going to follow everything because it's all documented on the net. This is all I'm saying, man. This is all I'm saying.
That's funny, though. I asked Claude why my streams are down. It's funny.
Hilarious. But I'm adding Meek and Claude to the line of investigators. Okay? Meek and Claude are on the list of how y'all get to me. How am I behind any of this? But this is what I will say. Let's have the conversation. Because I don't want to see any of y'all talking about, people are getting paid to support and defend folks. Because the reality is, you have an OVO chain. So you're supporting and defending Drake because you feel like Drake should be higher on this Billboard top 50 songs thing. And by the way, I might can agree with that. Like I don't think Jay-Z's Roots Picnic freestyle should have been on there because it's not a song. But you jumped out the window defending that. I don't want to hear about none of that. I want to hear about this. Talk to me about your boy Grand Wizard being mentioned and all of this crypto shit. Talk to me about that. I ain't even pointing at Drake with this shit. Because like Drake could just be a person who, is caught up in a situation that he don't even know nothing about. Sometimes you can get caught up in these, deals with companies and not really truly know what's going on. I don't know. I'm just shooting bail. I have no idea.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Like, are Drake and Jay-Z even really competitors at this point? Because that's how it's being framed to me.
That's some dumb online shit.
Roc Nation, Drake, and I'm like, and admittedly, I'm not tapped in on any of this shit, but like, I feel like Jay-Z's, if not retired, like he won. It's over.
Chris, Jay-Z's been home.
Right. So
he's already home and been home for a long time.
What is he fighting over? Like that's what doesn't add up to me.
I think that there's this
or paying people to go out and like.
I still think these celebrities, they have big egos. They they don't like each other.
I don't believe that.
They've not liked each other.
I don't believe that. I think that you're buying into the internet narrative.
But Drake takes subliminal shots at Jay all the time.
Who? Say it again?
Drake takes subliminal shots at.
Exactly, but I don't think Jay thinking about Drake.
But but he referenced him in the freestyle just now.
Because Drake took 1,000,000 shots at him on Iceman.
So that's what I'm saying. So clearly,
if I had hair like that, I wouldn't give a shit, man. If I was 56 years old with a head of hair like that, you can say whatever you want.
That's the other thing too. I see people saying, I wonder if Drake's going to reply to Jay-Z. Drake has already said what he said. Jay-Z replied to Drake. And why shouldn't he? He's outside. It's the 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt, his first album, the album that laid the foundation for everything. I promise you, in however many years, when So Far Gone is 30 years old, Drake is going to celebrate that too. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. He might celebrate it even sooner. When is the 10-year anniversary of So Far Gone? 2000? It's probably already happened. Right?
Passed.
Was it 2004 maybe?
20-year anniversary of So Far Gone. Drake should celebrate that. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you celebrate your first mainstream project?
2009, so it would be 29.
So 2029 will be 20 years. You don't think Drake's going to celebrate that?
I think it could be something as simple as Drake just wanted this to be his year and just him alone. And I think probably just a little ego that they're like, yo, Jay's stepping on my rollout. He wanted
the 30-year anniversary.
I know it don't make sense, but I'm just saying, you know how they are.
June 25th.
But you know how they are.
We're recording this on June 25th. The album came out June 25th, 1996. When I leave here, I'm going to the pop-up shop, and I better get a fucking discount. In fact, I better not pay for nothing since I'm on the goddamn payroll.
You get an employee discount.
Do I get an employee discount?
Oh, yeah.
I should, right?
Shit.
Huh? Yeah, you can come. I don't know nothing about no discount now. I don't I don't know. I know what I'm going to get.
Wait, Taylor's come out with a cup? Shit.
I'm going to that as soon as I leave here.
Yeah.
That shit is, what time? Matter of fact, it's closed at 8 o'clock. I'm going to that right there, okay? But I'll say this. No, act for real. Let's have the conversation. After I see you.
Do you actually mean that, though? Because, not with George. Would you have a convo with George?
With act. No. I don't know. I don't know. Why do I need to have a conversation with George when I have a conversation with act?
Cause y'all,
I don't want to talk to the puppet.
Yeah,
No, I need to know who the puppet master is. Which one is the puppet or the puppet master? What came first, the Academics TV or the Academics?
Whoa.
I'm just asking questions. I need to know. I want to know.
So you and Act need to have a conversation.
Yes. I mean, we did. We had a fucking 2.5 hour conversation. I thought we were very clear. And we talked after that.
Apparently, it don't seem like shit is clear.
Well, it
don't seem like shit is clear.
Listen, man.
And we don't need this. Man. This is messy.
What is messy?
This is messy.
Alexx, none of this is messy.
I mean,
I gave Act a heads up on some stuff.
Yeah.
And now this stuff is coming to a head. And I think it's going to get worse.
It looks like it.
I think it's
And I tried to give him a heads up too, and he knows I did. And
George, why the fuck were you wearing a Lakers hoodie? You should have had on a Toronto Raptors hoodie. What type of team member are you? What type of team fucking player are you when you wearing the Ops' favorite basketball team? This shit is insane, yo. This shit is insane. But no, putting the button on it by saying, and me and I can have the conversation publicly if you want to. Because I want to know. I got
it should happen right here.
I got questions. I want to know about this stuff. I ain't seen none of y'all talking about this shit. Stop deflecting from this stuff. I want to know about these headlines that the Wall Street Journal and Inverse,
you and Charla,
and everybody else is talking about.
Please, because this is, come on, man.
No,
come on, man.
Listen, I have none whatsoever. Then there was another one. I saw some other, this was some other paperwork. I don't know what the fuck this is. But once again, I just want to know. I want to know about this. I'm going to read these two headlines again and then we can pay some bills and move on. But InverseWire.com says, pay no attention to the grand wizard behind the curtain. 5 lawsuits say the bets were rigged, the screams were bought, and even the chat losing its mind was a hire inside the machine that manufactures Drake. Grand wizard is mentioned in that. George Nguyen. Act, I want to hear you talk about that. And the Wall Street Journal article is, they looked like they were getting rich on Polymarket, but none of it was real. The prediction market has flooded social media with deceptive videos paid by paid creators, according to a Wall Street Journal investigation. Drake and Adin Ross declined to comment for that article, as they should. And Shorty keep asking to date. She trying to finesse Polymarket for bread. That ain't got nothing to do with Roc Nation. That ain't got nothing to do with Kendrick.
Oh, I just got the line now. She's asking the date, meaning the release.
Yeah.
Chris, come on, Chris.
Damn.
You trying to beat the Asian rumors. You knew you caught that. You added that up already.
No, I didn't. No, I really didn't.
Right? All right. I want to hear you talk about that. Talk about that stuff. Don't talk about me.
That Yankees shit is fire.
That Yankees shit is fire. I heard it's $400. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about Roc Nation. Address y'all shit. Don't try to deflect and say Roc Nation is paying people to do X, Y, Z. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody. This is investigations that people been doing on you and your team.
We should have hit Ad.
George.
We could have had Ad come right before you leave.
Nah. I need this. I need
set
them
the
to
worldwide
sit
nigga
with,
that
I
over
need
in
the
the
nigga
plane.
to sit with this for 10 days. Okay. All right. While I'm minding my business on an island somewhere. Okay. And then when I come back, I'll catch up on everything that the worldwide nigga net's been talking about. Church announcements. I don't got nothing. Okay, I'm going on vacation. All right. Now listen, you can pre-order Lil Jon's book. It'll be out in October through Black Privilege Publishing. You can go pre-order that. Just Hilarious, Till Death Do We Parent. You can go pre-order that right now as well. Arsenio Hall's book is out. You can go. Oh no, I'm lying. Yeah, Justice's book is out. You can go order that. Arsenio Hall's book is out. You can go to bookstores and buy that. 2 Chainz's book is out. You can go out in bookstores and buy that. Other than that, I'm on vacation, man. Don't bother me for the next 10 days. Okay? No. My birthday is Monday, but I don't care. I mean, I care, thank God, but I don't care who knows it's my born day. I don't care if the listeners know. I'm not gonna be attached to nothing. I am disconnecting yes, by about noon tomorrow, I'm completely disconnected. Okay? And there's no podcast, it's no Brilliant Idiots podcast, there's no Breakfast Club, there's no social media. I'm just disconnected. Completely. Gone. Okay?
That's nice. Must be nice.
Y'all argue amongst yourselves on the Worldwide Nigga Net. Okay? You got any church announcements, Alexx?
Few. If you want to record at the best podcast studios in New York and in LA, WTFmediastudios.com. I also have a live call-in show. It's called AM Mornings. I do that every Sunday. You have to call in, show your face. We talk about all different types of topics. And then last, I got a tennis event coming up July 25th. It's called allloveracquetclub.com. That's where you can get your tickets. If you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, we got courts and coaches that can teach you everything. It's a really fun event. There's music, giveaways, all that stuff. So just head over to the allloveracquetclub.com.
All right. Man, Taylor, play that audio I sent you, that 50 Cent post.
You also never played the View clip, by the way.
Oh, I didn't play the View clip?
Nah.
What was the View clip?
No. You said when you went on with Lauren.
Oh, I mean, we got clips. You want to play a clip, Taylor? We can play a clip from the View. Why not?
Oh, but why do you think daytime television is going to last?
I didn't say daytime television. I said that shows like The View. I mean, you already see that, like Kelly Clarkson went away, Sherry Shepherd went away, Tamron Hall is still on. The reason I think The View is going to last is because it's live. I think live is the only thing that's going to survive the future of any of these mediums. That's why I think what Netflix is doing with Breakfast Club is dope, because we're on live every day, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Like, we're like they can tune in and watch us. And not only are they watching us on the air, they're watching us behind the scenes, just kicking it in the studio. So
but I just feel like that was just the original podcast. That's just the podcast.
What, The View?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like right now, The View lives on like 4 different platforms.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you take away the live element, I think it's the same show.
No, you keep it live. I would keep it live. Oh. You just scale. All you do is scale down the production, right? And you still keep it live.
Well, that's why I asked about the audience.
Maybe a smaller audience. I mean, it's just going. I hate to say that because I love these crews that make up these shows. You can't do these shows without these amazing crews. But there is going to come a point where these companies and these networks going to have to scale down. And you can keep a show like The View on simply because it's a live show. Like, and The View comes on ABC Linear. It comes on Hulu, Disney Plus, and it goes out on YouTube. And you got the social media clips. Like they're living like a breathing live show should live. So I think that's why I think The View will be around. And I mean, like I said, I think people like Lauren LaRosa in the future, man. Lauren is whatever daytime TV looks like in the future. Lauren LaRosa is going to be a part of it. What's this clip, Taylor?
Lauren's great.
Well, I got the clip now for the ball spot, but
Play it. And play the ball spot one. Let's see the play.
Oh no, I sent the View clip that I had.
What clip did you have?
The one where the guy called you anti-Semitic.
Oh shit! Yeah, play that one. Oh my god, that was crazy. Why they just be throwing? What's up with y'all?
There's something.
Why do
First of
people
all,
just
let me talk to all the people in the comments saying very anti-Semitic shit about me. I don't know if you caught that.
Nah, I don't be reading the comments.
I read him. Tiny hat. What the fuck is that?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
No, that's not even.
That's OG anti-Semitism.
Never heard it.
No, that was
No.
not a slur. That's like
Never heard it.
That
And
one's
then I went to the doctor
cool.
today. I'm talking to the doctor the entire time, and he bends over he was looking at some shit in my mouth. He bent over and he had on
a low hat.
And I was like, oh shit, tiny hat.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
OG.
now you guys have infested me with this bullshit.
Yeah, this guy here.
No, but that was not bad. That's love.
Tiny hat?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like love.
It's like,
what's this guy's name?
I'm telling you, the little tiny hats that they wear.
Name Nicholas.
Yarmulke.
What does that say, Chris? Nicholas what?
He thinks it's bad. It's not a bad thing.
Fonda Cairo. It does not feel like love to me.
I checked with my other Jew friends.
Why wouldn't you say nice hat?
Because it's tiny
not that
hat is
small.
better. It is tiny.
I'm gonna have to call my.
No, I'm
Not like
telling
you were
you.
gaslighting me right now.
No, I'm really.
Taylor,
I'm telling you, this one.
Taylor, type in tiny hat.
I thought it was a slur.
Is tiny hat?
No,
a slur?
it's not. It's not.
I don't
Tiny
believe
hat
that.
is a slur.
I heard it was.
There's
I
no way-
always thought it was.
There's no way
a
you're
slur.
gonna twist this.
I was at a
Something
Jewish
positive.
wedding 2 weekends ago,
No one was like, "Yo, can you
and
put on?"
I had a tiny hat on, and they said
saying
you
that.
can say it. They said
No.
it. Yeah, I swear.
No.
All right, maybe they gave me the tiny hat pass.
Damn. I think it's a slur.
Yes, tiny hat is
Yes.
frequently used as an anti-Semitic.
And we not editing this either. This is a teachable moment out.
Oh,
We're not editing this.
I'm glad.
Nah, wait a minute.
Glad we addressed
Teachable
this.
moment.
No, you're the anti-Semite over here. Don't.
I'm not.
I don't want that.
No, the listeners.
Let me tell you something. Y'all ain't gonna ever make me hate my Jewish folk.
Thank you.
Okay? All right? But this is
Go to glossary
I
of
knew it was
anti-Semitic terms.
Man, my people told me wrong. Sorry,
I just
Jewish
wanna
people
see
at
Which
home.
one of these I actually.
I thought it was all love.
I think that people got to stop throwing the word anti-Semitic around so loosely, though. Like, just
That's true.
because you criticize Bibi Netanyahu and the Israeli government, it doesn't mean that you're anti-Semitic. Like, people got to stop saying that. That's what this guy said. That's why he called me anti-Semitic.
Right, but what you saw in New York this week with the elections is an actual example of that, right?
Okay.
Where you had, I believe it's the 10th congressional district, Goldman versus my guy Brad Landers, who won.
Brad won, yeah.
Both Jewish. I've gone to synagogue with Brad Landers. I've gone to his synagogue.
You're a big Brad guy. I mean, you've been a Brad guy
I've
for a
been
while.
a Brad guy since day one. I really like the guy. Just having met him, seen him around the community, he's very Jewish, but he's also very much against what's happening right now in Israel. And he's not afraid to articulate that. And just the way that I said earlier, I think it's good for. No, Taylor, you got
That's
listeners.
crazy.
You can't see this, but I was just assaulted with like 10 very anti-Semitic images on the
crazy.
fucking screen right now.
Words.
What is that?
Words.
What is it? Student hand out anti-Semitic words
What
and
the
images?
fuck was that?
That was crazy. That should make my skin crawl just now. What the fuck was that? God damn.
Yo,
That was triggering.
I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Chris, man.
But what you saying about Brad?
I'm just saying, like, my thing, personally, I've always been critical or tried to be critical of Israel as a Jew, as a tiny hat.
Israeli government.
Government, policy, because I believe if there's just blanket support, then people and governments and policies tend to drift towards radical positions. And there has to be a balance. There has to be people criticizing, even with an Israeli context, the left and the right, so you can achieve the balance in the middle. And I think it is fair to say, like, if you look at what happened in New York with Brad Landers, he's very Jewish. I can personally attest to that. He cares deeply about Jews. He's not in any way anti-Semitic, but he's very critical of the Israeli government. And I think he had a quote where he basically said, I'm very much against the genocide in Palestine or Gaza, but I'm also very much against anti-Semitism and bigotry, and those are both the same job. That's how he phrased it. It's both the same job.
Why can't you have that mindset?
Well, I think you can, and it literally just won, which was what was encouraging about it. But what's discouraging to me personally, I'm only speaking for Chris Morrow right now, is that his victory was framed nationally as a victory for anti-Semitism. And I don't think that's true.
Calling out Bibi Netanyahu and the Israeli government,
right,
and saying that Bibi Netanyahu and the Israeli government, you know, whatever your criticism is, that doesn't make you anti-Semitic no more than calling out Donald Trump or Joe Biden or any administration here in America. It doesn't make you an American.
Right.
I can call out Donald Trump and his administration and be a proud American. Like, that don't make me un-American because I call out an administration.
Right.
Like, what? That don't make no logical sense.
Now, if you call me a tiny hat, you are anti-Semitic.
Tiny
Fuck
hat's
you.
great.
All right.
Tiny.
That is anti-Semitic.
Why did that one hurt you so hard?
'Cause I never heard it before. I thought I heard it all. I thought I caught.
I really thought it was love
Jewish slur, and then they hit me with tiny hat, and I was like,
I knew tiny hat. I can't believe you didn't know that was a slur.
no one's ever said it to me.
That's crazy.
Who?
He said a Hey Arnold hat.
Who?
You know Hey Arnold, the cartoon?
Go back to the Instagram link, man. I do want people to be able to have these conversations without generalizing all Jewish people, though. That's what's making this crazy. And that's why I don't like when people say Israel. Like, say Bibi Netanyahu and the Israeli government.
Right.
And just me saying that right now is going to have a bunch of people. You know what's so funny? Nicholas will say I'm anti-Semitic, but it'll be a bunch of people in my comments right now saying, see, they own Charlamagne.
He works for the tiny hats.
They control him.
I looked this guy up, by the way, Nicholas Fonducaro, which does not sound like a Jewish name to me. Maybe he's an Italian Jew. I don't know. But my sense is his job is to watch The View, to clip certain, moments and try to present them in a anti-progressive, democratic, leftist, whatever you want to call it, light. So this is just his daily 9 to 5.
He doing me like Academics TV.
Right.
Look what the caption. The caption says, "The View welcomes anti-Semitism with open arms. The View refuses to push back when Charlamagne the God suggests the Jews control Trump in America."
Let's hear the clip. Let's hear the clip.
Play the
Let's
clip.
hear this anti-Semitic stuff here.
Why do you think Republicans are finally speaking out on something regarding Trump? And two, is he setting Vance up, you think, to take the fall? What's going on here?
Man, sometimes all of this feels like a big Psy-Op. Like they all got into a room and they said, hey, let's do some wrestling around this Iran situation. And the reason I say that is because, until you hear what Israel has to say, it does not matter. And that's just the truth to me. America is not in control of this situation, and I don't feel like they ever have been. Whenever they do come to some type of peace agreement, Israel comes and says, no, that's not what we want.
Yeah, but Trump keeps telling us that Netanyahu does exactly what he wants.
Nah, it don't seem like that. It seems like it seems like Trump is Netanyahu's puppet. So, the conversation should be Israel, Iran, and America. And until Israel and Iran come to an agreement, I don't think that there's going to be an agreement.
So I love listening to you guys.
Now that was the statement.
Like must-watch
Nicholas
TV, radio
what's his name?
Fonducaro
says The View welcomes anti-Semitism with open arms. The View refuses to push back when Charlamagne the God suggests the Jews control Trump in America. When did I say that?
I'll give you a little pushback.
Okay.
Here's the pushback.
Okay.
I don't think Israel's completely in control or manipulating Trump 100%. I think a lot of the inability to get a deal done, to make sense of this war, the situation, is also just due to ineptness on Trump's part. I can see inexperience on his negotiators' part, and not having a solid plan, and surrounding himself with yes men who won't step up and say, this is a bad fucking idea, dude.
But let's not be prisoners of the moment, Chris. Why are we in this war to begin with?
Because the Israeli, I'm going to be very specific in how I say it, the Israeli government, specifically Bibi, because I can't pronounce his last name. Netanyahu, maybe. Bibi, and if you believe former presidents, which I tend to because they're coming from both sides of the aisle, they all have said now, hey, he asked us for the same thing. We said no. But in this case, he went to Trump with the same request, which is let us take off the gloves and take out Iran once and for all. I'm using air quotes because we've heard this before. And Trump's the first one who said yes and went along with it. Now, why did he say yes? Part of it is... Can
I talk about some things that you may notice?
Yes, sure.
Every time something moves a little bit more forward with that situation, all of a sudden, here goes the DOJ with A little bit more of the Epstein files. It's just look at the pattern. Every single time there's, hey, this from the Epstein files is coming out. This from the Epstein files is coming out. Just a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Whenever it seems like he's about to push back against the Iran situation.
That's not fair, man.
Why not?
He knew Epstein was a bad guy. Yes, they were best friends for over a decade, but he knew he was a bad guy, and he cut him off.
Yes,
he never spoke to him again. He said he's a bad guy.
At some point, he did.
You can't. Just because you're best friends with somebody for 10 years who courts rich, famous men who have a soft spot for young women, just because you hang out with that guy and he's your best friend for 10 years, come on, this is...
All I'm saying is just notice the pattern. Whenever it goes a little further, or when there's either it's talks of peace,
yes,
and then some Epstein comes out, and then there's some escalation.
Did something come out this week?
Yo, we forgot.
I can't keep track of this
I know you can't keep track.
So much.
Hold on. It was two things that came out right before there was supposed to be a peace agreement. Well, one came out before and then one came out right after. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
But wasn't there a New York Times report
that's the one
when Bibi went into the White House or Situation Room, whatever it was, and then convinced him? But they basically lied, saying that, we can topple their government and have regime change in like less than 4 weeks.
That's June 10th, 2026. Remember? Inside the White House freak out over the Epstein files.
Right.
This was the week when they first started talking about, I think, the peace treaty. Because when was the UFC fight?
And that, I believe, is an excerpt from the book that I'm reading. I believe it's actually from Regime Change.
And then remember, he had to fight. And he was saying, because he was trying to have some type of announcement or deal done.
Right.
Before
this is how basic this dude is. When the Roman Empire was collapsing, they instituted a system called bread and circus, which is whenever shit gets really bad, you hand out free bread and you have a free circus to distract people from what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Literally, that's what they called it, bread and circus. The UFC fight was the circus. They haven't handed out the bread yet, but that was literally the circus. Like, we're going to build a circus right here on the fucking lawn of the White House to distract you from that. Now, what's interesting, and I haven't gotten to this part of the book yet, is Trump's line of thinking, they report, is, we can't release it because it'll hurt my friends. Right? I believe that's the quote in the article.
Yes, and didn't Pam Bondi say the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would think the President of the United States, seeing how much division this is causing, who are his friends that are more important than the nation, essentially? I don't know. I literally don't know. I'm not trying to
Pam Bondi said that if the Epstein files would ever come out, the society as we know it would collapse, or something to that effect.
Who could possibly be in the Epstein files that would shock you so much, that would shake your sense of this country, right?
Nobody.
There's nobody.
There's not one person that they could name in the Epstein files. Like, I'm talking about legitimately naming the Epstein files, doing some dirt that would shock me.
Mr. Rogers is dead. That'd be the only one.
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah. He's like the pure, who's like if Obama was in it, I'd be
there's a lot of people we could name.
All right, I don't know though. I don't think that would shock me.
Michelle Obama, there's a lot of people.
I mean, here's the thing. The only reason I'll tell you why it wouldn't shock me. I'll tell you why it wouldn't shock me.
What if Beyonce was in there?
Why we always got to go to black celebrities?
I'm just pointing out people.
Rogers.
I'm pointing out people you would be shocked by.
But this is what I was stressing to y'all last week. These people are not the Illuminati. They're the people like the when you're talking about politicians, and remember that it was that article that came out where they said it was 6 people named in the Epstein files. Remember, and didn't remember those names just went away. 6 people that folks never heard of.
Oh yeah.
Those are the people that's running the world, guys.
Who's the most beloved white man in America right now?
The most beloved white man in America right now.
Probably Charlamagne.
Who?
Timothy Chalamet.
He's too young.
Yeah, he's too. I mean, none of those people, celebrities, people like politicians, won't surprise me, because in my mind, I'll be like, damn, that's how they had to get where they needed to go.
Nah, the Pope,
especially the politicians.
The Pope would be a shocker.
No, would it? They got a history of that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I can't think of nobody who would talk. Yeah, that wouldn't be a shock. There's nobody.
Sorry, Catholics,
what
but
could shock you in 2026?
That's pro-Catholic if I would be shocked.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing shocks me anymore. Nothing.
Right. I think I'm too jaded to be shocked.
I saw Disclosure Day last week, and I was just like, they got us a fucking again. It's another Psy-Op movie, right? Telling us exactly what's going on in the world, and we're still watching this shit like it's fucking fiction. In Disclosure Day by Steven Spielberg, which I thought was a great movie, by the way, they literally show you every extraterrestrial conspiracy theory that you've ever heard. They show you Roswell.
A movie or a documentary?
It's a movie. It's a Steven Spielberg movie. They show you Roswell. They show you Richard Nixon when he took Jackie Gleason to go visit the fucking aliens. Yo. So I've always heard the story about Richard Nixon and how he met with aliens and he would show his celebrity friends aliens, right? Not all his celebrity friends, but I remember seeing the story. And there's a part in the movie where the woman, they're showing, the guy is showing the woman the tapes. And she's like, is that Richard Nixon? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, who's the guy with him? And he goes, oh, just some celebrity he was trying to impress. So as soon as I get home, you know what I mean? I'm Googling. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, Richard Nixon, celebrity. First thing that comes up, Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason.
Jackie fucking Gleason. And the guy in the movie looks like Jackie Gleason. The Honeymooners. And it's a story of how Richard Nixon drove to Jackie Gleason's house in the middle of the night by himself. No Secret Service, no nothing. Jackie was a big UFO guy. Told Jackie, he said, hey, ride with me, I want to show you something. Takes Jackie to some base and shows Jackie all of the extraterrestrial bodies they recovered. Jackie comes home, tells his wife is the one that tells the story all these years later. But they show you that video of him showing Jackie Gleason in the movie.
And that's funny. He was always threatening to send his wife to the moon.
You see what the fuck I'm saying? You see what the fuck I'm saying? They show you the Roswell crash. They show you the crash that happened in Pennsylvania. They show you crashes that you've actually read about and heard about. And they finally decide to disclose it to the world. The shit is ill, man. I'm saying all that to say nothing will surprise me because they've showed us everything already. We just don't realize that we've been shown it. And then when we finally look and be like, oh shit, I remember that from that TV show. Or, oh, I remember that from that movie. Or, oh man, I thought that was just a conspiracy theory. No, they're telling you all the quiet parts out loud and we doing like this. And we'd rather talk about fucking Target deals and stupid shit.
It's too much going on, man.
It is a lot going on. Let's do some Asking Idiots, Taylor, so we can go to Jay-Z's pop-up shop so I can use my employee discount. God damn it. I put in a lot of work this week. Huh? Oh yeah, play the 50 Cent clip.
I heard Jay-Z's gonna give you a chain.
I don't want no chain. I ain't no baddie, bro. You can't be chaining me. Nah, I'm lying. I'll take a Rockefeller chain. I'm lying like a motherfucker. I'll take that chain and wear it with so much pride. Yeah. Crazy. I'll be at the Jay-Z concert at Yankee Stadium with that Rockefeller chain on, telling everybody this is real. I got it from Hov himself. Are you crazy? Are you stupid?
What's this clip?
See?
Oh yeah, you got to play it.
Who is Al Haymon and Leonard?
Al Haymon and Leonard Ellerby. Al Haymon is a boxing promoter. Leonard Ellerby is a boxing promoter as well. But I think both of them used to manage Floyd Mayweather. They used to work together. And Al Haymon and Leonard Ellerby are saying they will bury Floyd's little ass for saying he owns PBC. If 50 Cent put everybody flip on you. What does it say, Taylor? Everybody flip on you when you what? Everybody flip on you when you popped. Press play.
Damn.
Well, you know, it's okay. You just worry about your family and you worry about yourself. Me and you stay close together, and we're gonna put his little ass in the ground. You'll see. Yeah, because like I said, that just pissed me off. Talking about he owned the fucking PBC. Yeah, well, you know, he been saying that for many years. He's been saying that. You don't own another fucking thing. You own yourself. Yeah. Don't you want what millions of dollars? Don't worry about that. He's got the ability to buy tickets, but you don't even have the money for. I got us covered, Lane. You just do your thing. Me and you are covered. Okay. Yeah, okay, partner. We getting to work tomorrow on the other thing on that stuff. Yeah, and your stuff's already in. Your money will be in your bank before you leave. Okay. Thank you, buddy.
That's cold, man.
I have no idea what just took place.
I just heard them say that they're going to bury his little ass for saying he owns PBC. I'm just playing this because boy, people are always plotting against you. Don't ever think that when you in a position of power, or just in a position where you achieve some type of success in your life, every single day there's a motherfucker getting on the phone trying to figure out how to take you the fuck out. Straight up. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's boxing, radio, music, politics. Every single day there is somebody trying to take you the fuck out. That's why you just gotta, man, stay prayed up. You know, keep divine protection around you and just keep it moving.
And don't make an enemy like 50 Cent.
And don't get cancer. He's just a pet.
Or Charlamagne.
Yeah, I was gonna say Floyd's like his George Wynn, basically.
No, it's not. I don't want nobody to think that. I don't have I
loves Floyd.
No, here's the thing.
He does.
No, all I did was, like I said, everybody know I gave academics some information, and then for whatever reason they decided to attack me for a week. Now y'all got way bigger fish to fry, which I told you the fish was coming. There was a whole fucking truckload of fish coming. I told you that shit. I just want to know how I became the issue. And don't even worry about me though. Fuck me. Talk about this crypto shit.
You don't think Drake's behind it?
Taylor said, do I think Drake's behind it? I have no idea. I don't care about that shit because they try to make it about Drake too. Like it's like, oh my God, people are so jealous of Drake. But I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I called you in private to tell you about what your man allegedly said about you and Drake. You could have did with that. You could have did whatever you want with that information, but for whatever reason, you and your guys decided to attack me.
Can I say the theory though?
Okay, say your theory.
Because the little chatty patties as well, right?
Hold on, talk about what you say.
The little chatty patties.
Okay.
So I feel like when you called Ack, I feel like Ack was like hyped to call Drake and like, yo, guess who called me, blah, 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 trying to warn me, blah, blah, blah. And if Drake is as petty as I think he is with that whole Kendrick Lamar thing and how you were bigging him up, he's like, oh, let's try to spin the story or whatever. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it came that way.
That's the difference between me and y'all. I really don't give a fuck. I keep telling y'all this over and over. I go to therapy to try to feel something. Okay? I don't give a fuck.
God,
I need y'all to understand.
Leave Charlamagne alone.
Don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't give a fuck,
I don't
guys.
give a fuck either anymore. I don't know what happened.
I don't know either.
I know.
I really don't give a fuck anymore.
My life is great. I don't care.
I still give a fuck, guys.
My life's all right, but I don't give a fuck.
My life is
I ain't
great.
Charlamagne
Like,
Richard.
my life is, by the way, everybody's life is great. Everybody's doing very well, unless, of course, you're doing something you ain't got no business doing. Then when you got something when you're doing something you ain't got no business doing, then you always got to look behind your back and watch your back and shit like that. And you don't want people mentioning you next to crypto, George.
I think this is Trump's fault, to be honest with you.
Why y'all don't clip this shit? Clip up me reading them articles. Go to the Wall Street Journal, pull them articles up. Go to inversewire.com, pull that article up. Pull up that shit. Okay, clip that. Clip George being served. Go to Chick Smooth page. Clip Chick Smooth talking about it. Clip everybody that's talking about this stuff and post that. There's a reason y'all ain't spreading that narrative. Why? Something. Debunk it. Tell me something, guys. Tell me the Wall Street Journal full of shit. Tell me inversewire.com full of shit. Okay, let's do some Asking Idiots.
Pray for everybody, man.
Let's do 2 or 3 Asking Idiots, and then we can get up out of here. Oh, somebody said, scroll up. Who's this guy? Who's this from? Amin_1018 says, do you think this amazing World Cup is distracting us from shit the government is doing? No, we're distracting us from shit.
Bread and circus.
That World Cup ain't got nothing to do with that. We got so much bread on
circus.
social media. Social media is all full of bread. Charlie Marciano says, do you believe in free will? Why not? Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% believe in free will. Everybody makes choices, man. Taylor, why are you speeding so much?
I know.
Oh, yes, I believe in free will because we all have the ability to make choices. I don't know if I believe everything is predestined. Maybe. You know, I think that you can still get to where it is God wants you to be. You know, you're just making a few detours along the way, but even those detours you make help you to get to your ultimate direction. So yeah, I absolutely 100% believe in free will. I don't believe that anybody is controlling us to do anything except for us. I think that we don't listen to ourselves enough though. I think that there's so much noise nowadays especially with social media, especially with so many opinions about, you or what it is that you're doing, that a lot of that noise infiltrates our minds and causes us to do things that
to react.
Like it's not our will at all. Like we're just trying to man, there was a phrase I looked up earlier. I heard it when I was reading edit your behavior. I think we edit our behavior to the noise around us, as opposed to just listening to the voices in our head, the voice in our head, which is God, salute the 2 Chainz, listening to that voice and that voice guiding us the way that we need to go. I really think a lot of people edit their behavior to the voices around us. Like, there's people right now that'll be on Scream, watching what their followers say or looking at their comments, and they'll say to themselves, hey, I got to do what my followers told me to do. I got to do what my followers told me to say.
Most of whom aren't even people.
So yes, a lot of people edit their behavior to the comments and to what other people think. Let's do one more, Taylor, and then we got to go out here and use my employee discount at the Roc Nation Reasonable Doubt pop-up. Oh my God, Nino Blue. Salute to Nino Blue. Nino Blue said, what is something you want to achieve in your lifetime that you haven't yet already? I have a couple of things, right? But to be completely honest, man, I am perfectly okay with everything I've already achieved thus far. God has blessed me tremendously. Tremendously. Everything else I'm currently doing right now is gravy. And I don't really have a couple of, personal goals for the future that I will do. But I like seeing everybody else in position. I like being in a position to help other people get in position. That's what like is the ultimate thing for me right now. So when you say what is something you want to achieve in your lifetime that you haven't yet already, God can just continue to amplify the territory I currently occupy, and I'll be perfectly fine. And when I say amplify the territory I currently occupy, I mean being in a position to continue to put more money in people's pockets, to continue to provide opportunity for other people. That's what I want to continue to do. So I'm already doing it. So if God continues to bless me with more of that, hey, great. That's it. We good?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We see y'all in 10 days. We will not be here next week. Andrew's shooting the movie, and I will be on vacation minding my business. All right? So until next time, if you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.